Today we're going to talk about how three botanicals, honey, ylang-ylang flower, and wild mint, can help reduce inflammation caused by acne, minimize pigmentation, and fight aging without damaging the skin. These are three ingredients featured in our Zahara Pigmalite Clarifying Serum, a purifying treatment that combines a cocktail of gentle acids with plant-based compounds that support skin repair and even the tone. So let's get right into it, starting with how honey is made. Before the nectar is even touched, the queen bee sets everything in motion. She releases a hormone called pheromone, which not only signals her readiness, but it coordinates the entire hierarchy of the colony, the organization, including when and how honey is processed and collected. So this is a scent-based command that activates the bee's cognitive ability to forage strategically, most importantly preserve and sustain the entire plant pollination cycle. So bees go through a process to give us pure and raw honey. Extract nectar from blooming flowers using their proboscis and also collecting bee pollen, which is rich in amino acids, proteins, and antioxidants. Inside their second stomach, or bee stomach as it is called, nectar is mixed with bee saliva enzymes like invertase and glucose oxidase, breaking down the sugars into glucose and fructose. A mixture is regurgitated and passed from one bee to another, activating antibacterial compounds. Then they take this mixture to the hive where other bees remove the water content, we seal it into wax cells, and this is what gives us a biochemically rich ingredient, which is honey. It contains about 200 active compounds, including proteins, minerals, and a wide spectrum of polyphenols, each with its therapeutic benefits and activities on both internal and skin health. Now, when applied directly to the skin, for example via our Zahara Pigmalite Clarifying Serum, honey extract has two specific acids combat acne-prone skin. First one is gluconic acid. This is a mild alpha-hydroxy acid that gently exfoliates the skin while maintaining the skin's moisture barrier. That one is hydrogen peroxide. This one forms naturally by the enzyme glucose when honey contacts moisture. This creates an antibacterial activity. It specifically targets antibiotic-resistant bacteria like Staphylococcus aureus, making it highly effective against bacteria like Cutibacterium acne, while being gentler than synthetic antiseptic. So together, all of these compounds, they help purify the pores, calm inflammation, and support skin regeneration and rejuvenation. The second ingredient is a beautiful flower called ylang-ylang, or the queen of perfume, because it has a super luxurious scent profile, rich in linalool, benzoyl acetate. These are compounds that don't just smell luxurious, they also help modulate stress response, which regulate the oil production in the skin. Example, farnesol in ylang-ylang help disrupt acne-causing bacteria, while linalool reduce inflammation to soothe irritated skin. And these flower compounds also help inhibit tyrosinase, enzyme responsible for dark spots and uneven tone. The third and final ingredient we're looking at today is wild mint. This is a targeted inflammation control. The oil is sourced directly from the Mentha arvensis plant. It contains high levels of menthol, rosmarinic acid, and flavonoids. Oil blocks three specific inflammatory pathways that are responsible for causing inflammation and acne in the skin. The first one is cyclooxygenase 2. A specific enzyme produces compounds that trigger swelling and pain in the skin. So wild mint oil helps block this inflammatory pathway while regulating sebum production. It does all of this gently without disrupting the skin's natural barrier. It also helps shut down chronic inflammatory signals like NF-kappa B and interrupt inflammatory lesion formation like TNF-alpha. So in Zahara Pigmalite Clarifying Serum, the bioactives in wild mint oil, including menthol, rosmarinic acid, they calm the skin to reduce acne, neutralize oxidative stress, and help inhibit histamine to preserve and calm the skin barrier. So these are not just trendy ingredients. They are clinical grade actives selected for how they interact with our skin immune and repair systems. Together, these ingredients in Zahara Pigmalite Clarifying Serum, when it is used constantly, it helps reduce the appearance of acne, soothe inflammation, and brighten. Any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again very soon.